What's up guys, this is TVW slash TheVoltWithin here, bringing you guys an Elder Scrolls Online video showcasing a pledge I was doing a few days ago with a pretty cool group, I have to say. We had like probably one of the best groups going in our alliance because we were just zoning through pledges like nothing, like speed runs pretty much, doing some achievements and getting some levels in our Undaunted and whatnot. But I actually got some pretty cool drops too. I got some pretty unique armor, but kind of sucks because I can't really wear the armor because it's heavy armor that I got. I got the special pads. I forgot which ones they were, but they're pretty much like the special Undaunted drops you get from doing pledges and stuff. And then I got also a unique helmet too that's for medium armor as well. But I don't really like to wear it because I feel like that helmet's really only good for PvP type situations. That's just my opinion. But I'm not really going to talk about anything else in this gameplay. In this video, I kind of want to talk about inexperienced players in Elder Scrolls Online. And some of us hardcore ESO players, I guess you can say, or even hardcore MMO players in this game. Sometimes we can get annoyed sometimes when we come across inexperienced players or players who join our group that don't really know exactly what's going on. And what happens with that is that you sometimes just fail on what you're trying to do. Like earlier I was doing some pledges with a few people in certain groups, and some of them were saying, oh, I've never done a pledge before, and then they had no idea what the strategy was against certain bosses, because each boss requires some sort of skill or strategy in order to kill them or take them down effectively. And some of them were just getting themselves killed because they didn't know what exactly to do exactly. And part of it's too to have a good team that's on the same page as well, because if your team is not on the same page, then everything goes out of order and then everything falls apart and you guys fail. And that's kind of what happens sometimes with some groups. But when I'm talking about inexperienced players, I'm talking about how sometimes for us hardcore people who have been playing this game for a while, since day one of launch, or even just playing this game more than 6 months, you know, and what happens is when you get inexperienced people, it can sometimes be annoying sometimes, and really you can't really do anything else because, you know, you're already 6 stages into the dungeon and you're already at the last boss, and depending how many times you fail, those minutes can turn into hours into completing a dungeon. And then once you get to the last boss, you have to quit because there's no way they can learn how to take down the boss in time, and everything just falls apart. And that's kind of annoying sometimes when you get some groups in this game. For some reason that happens more when you have non-VR 14 groups, it seems like. And I can say that from experience because when I was a lower veteran rank level and I was forming groups with our other people, most of them were inexperienced with dungeons and delves and stuff. And you know, there was a point where I kind of wasn't inexperienced with that stuff, but I was a fast, quick learner when it came to that stuff. If someone told me, oh, keep aggro's away from tank or something like that, and then make sure you maintain your movement and make sure you don't lose sight of the healer as well, I get that. I take it really quickly, and I'm able to adjust and adapt to especially the hardcore MMO pledge runners, I guess you can say, and I'm able to adapt. But some people are just not able to adapt that quickly, and it takes them more games to play, more dungeons. And you know that old saying, how the more times you fail, the more you'll be able to learn eventually exactly what you're doing. So that's just kind of a little annoying sometimes, and there's nothing really you can do about it. It's just you just kind of have to deal with that kind of stuff sometimes. You'll never get a group that's always going to be perfect all the time, and it's just with any game that you play, like even Call of Duty. You'll have a good team sometimes, and sometimes you'll just have a terrible team that's all going negative and you're the only one carrying the team. It's kind of one of those situations. But unless you're in groups of people in a guild or something, more likely that's not going to happen. But Even sometimes with guild members can sometimes screw up too. And I'm not trying to say that I know exactly what I'm doing all the time. I'm just trying to say that sometimes you'll get the inexperienced player that just it's just hard for them to adjust into the situation. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of my whole input on the whole topic. If you guys have anything special to say on the comments down below, feel free to leave them down. And yeah, this is TheVoltWithin here, guys, and I will see you guys later.